Alright, yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you guys how I made this insane bass house drop. So this is a bass house drop in the style of Space Laces and Knock2. So let's break it down. Let's start with the drums. We've got a kick over here, which is again a hip-hop inspired kick, which, like I say in most of my videos, that's what I like to go for this. And we're routing everything through a compression bus. So once we add a clap to that, and a really wide with a lot of reverb clap, and a top loop. And then in the second part, so the B part of the drop, we add some lasers. The key is to really push your compression as much as you can without it really losing its frequencies. So you gotta find out where your kick really wants to punch through, which frequency that are, and where your clap really wants to punch through. And if you're gonna use a snare, likewise. So you just have to balance your drums accordingly. Now with that, we have another top layer. And on top of that, a sort of crash impact downshifter. Now for the main part of the drop, which is actually the bass line, we're going to start with a sample that I've chopped up. Ends up being very much just high end basically. So to that we just add a quite wide but no sub bass line. So as you can see, a lot of attack on that. It's like a wub rather than an impact. 50 milliseconds of attack. And then you add a sub to that, and your sub needs to be in mono, of course. And on the first hit of every beat, we've got a Reese hit. Now you add the kick to that and see if it sounds nice. Now what you can do is add a secondary kick with the filter cut off here, and you just follow the bass line accordingly, so it becomes a tom. So all together. And because this is a free FLP, I invite you guys to finish this off and really just experiment with it. In fact, if you take away the bass line, you're left with a nice empty slate which you can fill up and make your own drop out of. When it comes to the build-up, it's just the same snares that I use all the time. This Fox Stevenson snare from Splice with a low-pass filter coming up and cutting off the first bit here to introduce the idea of a sidechain coming up without actually having a sidechain before. And there's also a love filter on all of our drums just in the build-up coming up. And create a nice little vacuum right before the drop, so you get ready, and even the subs of the actual, the speakers, they have enough time to push the air out for the drop. That's actually also the reason why I explained this in a YouTube short of mine. But if you can see right here, my sidechain dips, they cut off right before. And I do that so that the sub of the actual beat has enough time to push air through out again. So you just hear. So yeah guys, that's gonna be all for today. Anyway, peace.